Main time, especially since he was one of the main heroes in that World Cup with Argentina. I feel like he needs more respect than that. I mean, I won't question how Pep does things, because for me, he's just the best manager in the world right now. Like, I don't care if he hasn't won the Champions League in like the past years. If I'm honest, I don't really care, because for me, what a good manager is he's able to produce every single year a certain ratio. So with Pep, he has been doing Liga after Liga after Liga in Spain. He won the Bundesliga
every year. He was with Bayern Munich. He won every year he was there. He was only there for 3 years.
Exactly. And he reached the, if I'm not mistaken, he reached the semifinals against a really tough Barcelona team in 2015.
He reached the semifinals every season except for maybe one. I think he made it to the quarterfinals, but he was unrelenting, unfortunately, and with bad luck. Other than that,
but the point is, he's always there. He's always there, and at some point he's going to win the Champions League. I have no doubt in my mind that he's going to do it, because he always produces. He's always first in the leagues, in any league he plays. So for me, Guardiola right now, I don't care what the media says. For me, Guardiola is just the most consistent manager, and the most. And if you see his stats, he has more wins than losses than any other 100%. Manager ever.
Well, I don't know about that. I think I have to slightly disagree with you on that one. Carlo Ancelotti has he has a pretty stacked resume. Has
more wins ratio than Guardiola.
Yeah, because he's been fucking coaching for like 40 years. And Guardiola's only been in coaching for 13 years now. Almost 15 years. Because he started coaching Barcelona in 08-09 season. That was his first season. And he won the treble. Then he ended up winning the sextuple. With Barcelona when they won every fucking trophy. Yeah. So that was the second season. So.
But right now, the better ratio.
I think he has the best ratio. I think. Yeah, I can't think of another coach who has a better win ratio than him that I can think of personally. If there are, just I think you guys need to call me out on that bullshit. So that's for sure.
The better ratio is Guardiola for sure. Ancelotti might be there, really close. I mean,
don't forget, Ancelotti's been there for a long time though. He's won a league title in every single team he's been at, except for Everton, which I don't know why the fuck he would go there. They were paying him a lot of money, but he didn't do anything at Everton. He did bring him up a little bit. They were like mid-level, and he was fighting with the big boys. But the problem is, Everton they don't know what the fuck they do because they got bought out by some billionaire consortium as well. So, but the problem is they have no fucking business plan. Yeah, they don't have no business plan, no contingency plan in regards to what the fuck to do with all their money.
No project.
No direction, nothing. They just thought, we'll just hire Ancelotti. He'll fix up everything. He fixed up a lot, but he's like, even Ancelotti was like, bro, I gotta fucking bounce. Like, y'all can pay me all you want, but like, I'm not getting what I really need. I need a better coaching staff. I can bring my people over, it's fine, but we gotta have realistic expectations. You guys can't be title winners in like a year after buying all this shit. So that's what they expected. Speaking of that,
let's compare what Everton has done to what Newcastle has done. Because Newcastle right now, they have it's an oil. It's not like all these teams are transforming into oil teams. You know what I'm saying? Just depending on the money of some Arab from Qatar or something.
Yeah,
like they are all depending on this, and it hasn't been really good for them. Let's be honest. I mean, with the amount of money PSG is making from these people, they still have yet to win a Champions League.
I know, dude. Even
City has taken a long time, even with Guardiola.
Yeah.
Like, I haven't seen like all of this about we're going to buy the best players, Messi, fucking Cristiano, whatever, Mbappe, all at the same time. It does not make a good team. It does not make a good team. What makes a good team is a good project with a good balance of, let's say, what the manager wants.
Realistic expectations. You got to set your
realistic expectations.
On a level where you're like, oh fuck, okay, we need a good backroom staff with the manager, right? You got to have a good scouting staff. You got to look all the way in the back, right? You can start with the manager. He can give you good ideas, but if you don't have the shit in place, then you can have all the money in the world, but as you can see with PSG in France, they haven't won the Champions League. Yeah, they're winning all the Liga 1 titles, but they're not doing shit else, so.
Yeah, I mean, as at the moment they go into the Champions with Europe, the reality checks in, and reality is they don't have the level to compete with these people. They don't have the level to compete with Madrid. They don't have the level to compete with City. They don't have the level. It's just like Barcelona in 2018, where they were going down in skill, in level, because the players were getting old, and you were able to see that they no longer had that X factor that would differentiate and produce for their team. So, and that's why they got beat by Bayern. That's why they got beat by Liverpool. It took a while for them to sink in that, oh shit, we're not what we used to be anymore. And so they had to rebuild. They had to rebuild with young players. Now they have Xavi and all of this. And this is what they're doing wrong. They're relying too much on the money, and they're not relying enough on the staff, on what the manager can produce. They don't. Yeah. I don't see the managers have any power in PSG, for example.
Yeah, I don't see them giving. They got rid of Pochettino, who dragged my team, Tottenham, to the Champions League final. And he kept my team in the top 4 every single season he was with them. You can't.
Who was the other manager? Who was the other manager who won the Champions League with Chelsea?
There was 2 of them. You have Tuchel, Thomas Tuchel.
Tuchel. They sacked Tuchel, and the next year They sacked Tuchel. The next year, he won the Champions League with Chelsea.
Yeah. So.
And then Chelsea sacked Tuchel, and now look at them.
Yeah, they're fucked. They had 3 different managers already. Sacked Tuchel, Graham Potter, and now they're with Frank Lampard right now, who is steadying the ship, but not well. Yeah, he's only temporary, though. So there hasn't been a permanent manager named yet. So we're going to talk about that in a minute, though. So look at this Man City, right? They left all the big guns down on the bench. So, because, they're resting them. They got 2 big games now. They don't give a fuck about the Premiership anymore. They got 2 games in the Premiership. They can fucking lose those next 2 games, and they'll be all right. They're safe. So
it's insane how they have managed to turn the situation around on Arsenal.
Yeah,
honestly.
We're going to talk about that. Don't worry, dude. We're going to talk about that in a minute. But, look at that. Man City beating Chelsea's ass. Chelsea spent £600,000. That's equivalent to almost $800 million this past season. And they spent alone $400,000 in just a winter transfer window. All for what? To show for a fucking 12th place finish? Man, these motherfuckers. God damn, dude. They fucked up so bad, and then they fired Graham Potter after, they had a whole bunch of draws and 1 win and a few losses. They were just fucking up. -6. This is the lowest standing they've had in God knows 20 years or some shit. I can't remember what it was.
Yeah.
But it's fucking bad, dude. I mean, look at this fucking other teams.
They're close to Wolverhampton. That's fucking crazy.
Dude, that's so bad, dude. I mean, this is so bad.
Is just on like 15th place. They're next to Everton almost.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Sorry about... Oh, yeah. I had some audio issues. I apologize for that earlier. Welcome to the Beans Cheeks channel, by the way, everybody. Just a slight mistakes that I was, messing around with. I am currently speaking with my buddy Blaze, and he is another football fanatico like me. He's over in Canada, and I'm just glad that he got to join us. So, again,
there's
Newcastle.
For that shit. Is that Newcastle on 3rd place?
Newcastle's in 3rd place, bro. Yeah, so we're going to get to that in just a second. Don't worry, bro. Don't worry about that. So, all right, this is what we're going to talk about right here. Look at this shit. Man City's dominance in English soccer. They are under investigation right now for all the financial ordeals. Honestly, I don't know how it works. Shit. They haven't found shit. Hit with more than 100 charges of financial wrongdoing. City has not lost any game in any competition since then. Is on track to win 3 trophies, the FA Cup and Champions League. Even if the accusations are made, appear to have marked the turning point and potentially the most successful season in the club's history. They continue to cast a cloud over City's years of dominance. Now, this is where I'm going to leave off on this. Now, imagine this. They win the FA Cup, they win the Champions League. That's a treble. They haven't won. There hasn't been an English club that won a treble since Manchester United of 1999 season with Sir Alex Ferguson. Check this out.
Yeah, that's a long time.
Remember that? That's a long time. But guess what? Say they win all these trophies, and then they get found guilty in a few months. Do you think that's going to diminish their reputation and also diminish
think so.
Pep Guardiola's legacy?
No, because honestly, Guardiola, I mean, yes, he has bought a lot of players, he has spent a lot of money, but what club hasn't? I mean, Real Madrid was one of the first who contracted Cristiano Ronaldo for like 95 million back in the day. So all of this about spending money on players, everybody does it. Some less than others, but most of the big clubs do this. So from that perspective, I don't think it demerits anything about Guardiola. In fact, some have spent more than others, like PSG, and they haven't even gotten shit. So some have spent more than others, and it hasn't done anything. But I don't think it demerits them. I think actually Guardiola has proven that in any club he can compete and he can win any title. So I don't think that would be an issue. I mean, that's more of a club issue, but not you've won these trophies because you've done this. No, you won these trophies because you've been better than the other teams. Point and simple. What happens on the pitch is everything is the manager and the teammates and the players doing. It's not the board of directors who have been corrupt or anything. That's not their doing.
Okay, now I'm gonna play devil's advocate over here. They get found guilty, and then guess what? They get stripped of everything, and then they get relegated. What then? How can you?
Oof.
Yeah.
I don't think that's fair for the players, for the managers, because they have worked so hard. Because all of this would not be possible if they didn't work hard. So
now, okay, the only thing I have an issue with right now is not so much with the team itself, but how the money is being spent. For example, the money how it's being spent, these hundreds of millions of pounds, dollars, and shit. There is what do you have, the Financial Fair Act, whatever the fuck now they just instilled ever since these billionaire sheiks.
Financial fair play, yeah.
Yeah, financial fair play. It's like what they have here in America with salary caps now. That's always been implemented here, and so whenever it comes to that, you have to come to the realization that I think what they are doing. This devil's advocate, don't be fucking harsh on me on this bullshit. I'm just trying to make sense of this and how they can be reaching financial regulations. They're buying all these players over asking price, and on top of that, what the fuck do you think? Do you think they're probably paying some other guys to look the other way? That is part of the FIFA board and financial boards, but maybe someone else was not too fond of that. For example, by that someone else, other Premiership teams and other European teams, because they're seeing and they're witnessing, damn, these guys are forking out hundreds of millions of dollars on these players, and they're winning everything now. Don't you think there's going to be other people that's not going to take notice of that, even though they have all this money and bread? Come on, let's think about that.
If this happened, in fact,
it is happening. That's why you see the 100 charges of.
But yeah, it's happening. But what I think is, it's not fair for other teams. I think there should be a max. And you have to respect that.
You should be a salary cap.
Yeah. There has to be.
That's
a
what
limit.
The financial fair play is. There is a that is a sort of salary cap, sure. But the the Financial Fair Act is not just the salary cap alone, but they have to turn in the books of, for example, sponsorship deals, shirt sales, stadium sales, all that shit, right? And somehow they're finding out Manchester City is in the wrong in regards to all this shit. So we're going to find out, more in depth. I think you actually researched a lot of this shit after the fact, though. I know Juventus, remember? Juventus, they got demoted after they won the Serie A a few times in the mid-2000s. And guess what? They got found out financial wrongdoing, went the fuck down. Went fucking down. And guess what? That is still going on right now again.
I mean, it's Italian, bro. Like the corrupt, the mafia, everything is there. It's a lot of money being used. So,
but guess what? Not a lot of money. But the problem is, there's not a lot of money being splurged in the Italian Serie A as there is in the Premiership with TV deals, sponsorship deals. Yes, there are, but the Italian team has been weakened out because a lot of people are spending more money on English league right now. The English Premiership, La Liga, obviously now Bayern Munich has always been the most consistent of the German teams. But, dude, you got to come to consideration, the Italians, they probably found some off-field shit, with the mafia. I don't know. I'm not speaking facts. This is just my opinion, all right? So I don't want to get fucked up or shot later about this. So if I'm found dead, I did not, F myself off, all right? So it's only because this is what I just thought, all right? I'm just on live TV. I love my life. I like where I stand. I do just well enough. So I'm not going to F off myself. But anyways, having said that, the Italian leagues just keep consistently being hit with these fucking fines of financial fair play acts and shit, right? Juventus earlier this season got docked 15 points and got down all the way to 10th place, but they're still scoring all the goals, obviously, and there's been a delay into the financial trial with Juventus, so now they're back up in second place right now. So we're going to talk a little bit about the Italian league shortly. But on Man City, my personal opinion, should it diminish what they have accomplished? Absolutely not. But I feel it's kind of fucking wrong to punish that onto them, the current team squad right now, because they've been busting their asses off with their own, self-well-being, right? But these financial dealings are, I think, before Pep Guardiola and after a little bit. But you can't, I don't feel it's fair to punish the players and the managers and shit. I feel they should punish the club, give them a heavy fine, maybe give them like 15 points off the next season. You know what I mean? Or maybe 20 points. I don't know. That's what they did with Inter Milan and not Inter, but they did that with AC Milan. They did that shit back in 06, 07 time frame, whatever. And then you had all these Italian players and all these players that were playing in the Italian leagues moving to Barcelona, Real Madrid. Fabio Cannavaro went directly to Real Madrid, for fuck's sake, from Juventus.
Yeah,
because of that shit. So you can't.
And let's be honest. These players that are playing for Man City and the manager and everything. Let's take in consideration that all of these people, they're just some random people that were kids, and they don't know nothing about financial things,
right,
and nothing about corruption. Guardiola was a kid. It's just football players. They are not in the spectrum of these business deals and then these business things that have to do with the club in general. They're just there. They're just employees doing their job, making their making their performance. They don't know anything about these things. They're absolutely zero on these things.
Yeah, man.
That's why they have lawyers and they have all this shit, because they don't know about this. Right. And even if the club was corrupt, they don't know about it because the club will hide this from them.
Oh, 100%. And obviously, when they ask the players in interviews, like, "Oh, what do you think about this financial shit going on?" They're like, "Bro, we don't know. We're just here to, fuck shit up on the field, So
they don't know anything. It's let's say it's like if you wanna, for example, you wanna work for, I don't know, fucking for Costco, right? You wanna work for Costco. But you don't know that, like, Costco is, fucking selling drugs. You don't know if they're doing that. You're just working for them, placing stuff in the market, everything. But you don't know they're selling drugs. Like, it's just hidden from you. Yeah, and so they pay you with this.
On Costco, I appreciate Costco. Thanks for all the sales. Shout out to Costco. But yeah, I know what you mean.
Yeah. Great company.
All right, now Man City Dynasty is about to happen, and here's what Guardiola just said: "Can't be complete without the Champions League." Cannot agree more wholeheartedly. He needs to win the Champions League to really cement a real dynasty with Man City. So they're going against my Inter Milan, and guess what? Inter Milan was going against Bayern Munich in 2010 when Jose Mourinho and Bayern Munich, they had Louis van Gaal back then, and they had fucking a stacked team back then. Guess what? And no one thought, Inter Milan was going to win against Bayern Munich, because Bayern Munich was fucking shit up. They were fucking everyone up. And guess what? Here comes my team strolling through like, man, hold my drink, nigga. And then guess what? They fucking scored 2 goals by Diego Militao. Boom! God damn, I miss that dude. I fucking love watching that guy play. So, Argentinian player. And with Javier Zanetti, man, the most unageable guy ever. This dude never aged, dude. It's fucking insane. He looks kind of old now. He doesn't look his age now.
One of the only times that I'm not very good on the history of the Champions League, but is this one of the only times that an English team goes up against an Italian team in a final on the Champions League?
No, dude. Liverpool beat AC Milan for the 2005 Istanbul final. Then Liverpool went against AC Milan in 2007, and they got the revenge, and AC Milan won against Liverpool then. Oh, dude, I know my shit, bro. The Istanbul one was the most famous one of all of them because AC Milan scored 3 goals by Hernan Crespo, Andrei Shevchenko, and I think it was Paolo Maldini who scored as well, if I'm not mistaken.
Those were monsters, huh?
The monster game. Then Liverpool, they went to the tunnel. I watched that game live back then. I remember that shit very fucking well. And then all of a sudden they come out in the second half. They scored 2 fucking goals immediately, and then the third goal mid-second half. Oh, bro, that shit. And then they won it all, you know? Jersey Dudek doing his little, like, wiggle dance, you know, with the fucking, like, looking like spaghetti arms and shit. And blocked fucking a PK from Andrei Shevchenko. Bro, that shit was fucking bomb, bro. That was one of my favorite Champions League games I ever seen ever in my life.
I want AC Milan to come back. I want them to come back.
They almost did. They almost did, man. They made it to the semis, but you can't.
It feels weird not having them in like the top teams anymore.
They're getting there now. No, they're getting back. Like Italian, there's a good Italian representation right now. So, like, look at that. 2 Italian teams, bro. There's an Italian team right now, AS Roma in the Europa League, going against Sevilla in the Europa League final. And Jose Mourinho
been crazy in Europa League, bro.
I know they're Europa Kings, man. But whenever before the Europa Cup, there was a UEFA Cup. Remember that? They were fucking killing it back then. They won like 3 in a row or some shit. With Fabiano, the Brazilian striker, and Luis Quinote, you know, the Mali African player. They were just fucking crushing it with Sevilla. And dude, Sevilla, that is their competition. The Champions League is Real Madrid's, Sevilla, the Europa League. That's all there is to it.
Spaniard clubs.
Spanish teams. Right. Ridiculous, bro.
Yeah.
It's insane. But all I'm going to say is, who are you going to take on this? Man City or Inter Milan? I'm going to say Inter Milan.
It's so hard. It's so hard because I want City to win only because I'm a Barcelona fan and I want Guardiola to win. But I really couldn't care less about City because City is just... I feel like City wouldn't be anything if it wasn't for Guardiola and if it wasn't for the money of the oil company, of the oil kings, let's say. So City wouldn't be anything without them. So I think I'm going to lean towards Inter Milan because of the fact that
they won
I don't think they would be right now in Champions League if it wasn't for the money. So Inter Milan.
Now Inter Milan, you have to realize they've had some hard times since since Jose Mourinho left them. So they won the treble, the first Italian team ever to win the treble. And then what happened was they didn't win shit. They won the Italian Cup in 2011, but Jose Mourinho was already gone. Samuel Eto'o, that was his final league season, I think, or second to last season, whatever. And then guess what? They've been in turmoil, Inter Milan, until they won a Scudetto again in 2021, just 2 years ago. This year, Napoli won it. Last year, AC Milan won it. The year before, Inter Milan won it.
Yeah.
So, pretty fucking nuts, man.
Football to win. I want football to win. I don't want money to win. So I'm going to lean towards Inter Milan.
Yeah, Inter Milan, I'm going to be a little biased, and that's my team. So, but, as I said in my last 2 episodes ago, right? I'm a Real Madrid fan. And then history's on their side. But guess what? I predicted Man City to win against Real Madrid. Fucking crazy.
Real Madrid hasn't been the most consistent club right now.
They have an aging midfield too, man.
Yeah, Modric, everybody's getting
Toni
old.
Kroos, you know, and
they need a replacement. They need a replacement.
They already had they have Eduardo Camavinga from France. They have him there, but they're playing him at fucking left back. They're playing him left back though. I don't like that shit.
Camavinga's a fucking monster.
Yeah, he's a fucking beast. Yeah, dude. Yeah, I like his play. That kid is fucking
I saw him
good.
in the World Cup, and I was completely impressed. Even in the final, I felt like France could have won easily against Argentina, but they were asleep for the first half.
Yeah, dude. Messi ran around him, and then all of a sudden Mbappe, man, just fucking tore shit up after. He's like, nah. He's like, I'm going to show Messi, who's swinging dick. But,
I think Argentina players couldn't keep up with the speed of Camavinga.
I don't want to take up too much time in the World Cup, but I do want to touch on the fact that everyone felt bad for France and shit, but I'm like, I don't feel bad. Kylian Mbappe already won the World Cup, dude. Move the fuck on. He's got another 3 World Cups in him. I'm pretty sure and France has a young squad, so guess what? I do see them probably winning it one more time, so that's all I'm going to touch up on that. So let's move on to the next one. Let's talk about how shit my fucking team is. I spoke so much shit about Daniel Levy. This guy can get fucked. He needs to get fucking hit by a bus. This motherfucker needs to get robbed. I want someone to strip his fucking nuts off, make him a fucking tranny, dude. I want him
I
to
want
be
to play
a
the devil's advocate on this one, though.
No, hold on. Let me get to this. Hold on real quick. This motherfucker, right? He wants he could revolutionize their recruitment. Man, they're already a billionaire club. Now, most of their money got spent on their new stadium. I actually been to the White Hart Lane Stadium many times when I used to live in England. Nice stadium, nice area, nice neighborhood. I used to live in west of London, so it was very easy for me to get there. Daniel Levy back then, he actually was like not too unknown, but he was very well balanced with the squad teams, and he didn't have high expectations as he does now. That's what pisses me off. Now he's hired these big name coaches, and, raising the bar to fucking goddamn Saturn, and we're like, they're like, bro, if you want us, like, I'll give you Jose Mourinho for an example when he was there. He's like, I want better players. We have good players, but we don't have elite players. With all due respect to my Tottenham team, we have Son, who's badass. We have Hugo Lloris, Harry Kane.
That's it.
I can name you everybody else. Eric Davies, fucking Lucas Moura, all these other players. But they're like mediocre at best. They don't have that fucking high level, dude. They don't have the high level of competency to keep up with the fucking badass players. The way Mauricio Pochettino did his fucking, he dragged them to the ground with that mediocre squad. That's how good of a coach Mauricio Pochettino was. He fucking went through, with that mediocre squad and took them to the Champions League. So they fucking ran on fumes, bro. That's how fucking great of a coach that guy is. And then for Levy to fucking let him go is bullshit. So guess what? Now we're looking at, see, look at that. Tottenham have wasted millions in the transfer market over years, with Levy admitting that recruitment needs to improve and hiring this fucking retard over here. Oh my God, yeah, man, they need to do better with the backroom staff too, dude. But Debbie's opinion appears to have been changed by the success of clubs such as Brighton and Brentford, who are mediocre teams that have beaten the shit out of us. And and with betting experts are thought to have centered around a model to analyze and assess overperforming players in smaller leagues. See, what another problem is, Daniel Levy's like, oh, this guy seems to be really a badass for a badass team. Like Clement from Barcelona, they picked him up on a loan, and guess what? Barcelona let him go because he's fucking mediocre, But the Tottenham were like, oh, they don't want him. Oh, he's such a good player. Man, he did dog shit this year. Man, get the fuck out of here with that bullshit. So
I think the board is just getting comfortable with these mediocre players in their team. They're not used to going up at the level of City and all these big clubs. They're not used to competing for big things. They're just used to like finishing runners-up or less than runners-up.
Yeah.
They're not used to all this intensity. They can't handle the pressure.
Yeah, and then not only that, but they don't have... they have the skills, but they don't have the mindset. You know what I mean? Like they're not putting in the correct work ethic. The work ethic is not there completely with the whole team. That's why you see my team just got fucked up by Newcastle 6-1. 6-1 by Newcastle. I'm like, bruh. That was fucking embarrassing. It doesn't matter if they're oil or not, man. It's just Newcastle fucked us up when they shouldn't have. My team completely gave the fuck up, dude. So I'm like, man, fuck this shit. So that's all I'm gonna say. Yeah, they got in contact with Luis Enrique. My advice. This is my advice.
Keep him.
No. At Tottenham, stay the fuck away. Stay the fuck. No, big fucking coaches. Stay the fuck away from Tottenham. Let Tottenham fucking learn from their mistakes and not hire any big name coaches. No, I'm being serious. Laugh all you want. Keep Ryan Mason, a homegrown player now coach. And, get a no-name. Get a fucking no-name, dude. Build him up. All right? That's my fucking advice on that shit. Don't fucking look for Luis Enrique. Throw out all that money you want. Don't fucking do that shit. So that's how I'm going to go on that.
It's true. Even if Luis Enrique did coach for them, it doesn't mean anything because they already had Mourinho.
Antonio Conte? Antonio Conte? He fucking left because he's not getting what he's wanting. You know what I mean? Like, Antonio Conte, he won everything at Juventus minus the Champions League, but he got up to the Champions League final, right? Again, with the fucking dead Juventus squad, and he brought him from nothing from something, right? Then he went to Chelsea, can't even speak fucking English. And guess what? Brought him to the fucking Premiership title and then the FA Cup, then he left. Then he went to Inter Milan. They haven't won shit for 10 years at this point. And then guess what? won the fucking Serie A, and then he left, and then he didn't go anywhere, and then he went to Tottenham. But he, on every single interview that Antonio Conte did, guess what? He was very fucking blunt. Antonio Conte don't give a fuck. He goes, I have a good team, but I don't have a great team. I'm gonna do the best I can with what I have, but if I'm not getting what I need, we're not gonna get anywhere where the expectations they're not gonna get met. That's all there was to it. And guess what? He was there for a year and a half, almost 2 years, if I'm not mistaken, possibly longer. But guess what? Antonio Conte had enough of it. He goes, you know what? Fuck y'all, man. You're not giving me what I want. I'm fucking leaving. I'm fucking leaving.
I feel a little bit bad for Kane. I feel bad for Son that they have to put up with this shit because they haven't won anything. And they're top fucking players, and they haven't won anything. If I would have been Son or Kane, I would have already left for another club because they're just not producing anything. Their career is being wasted there, and they haven't won shit yet.
They haven't won jack shit of anything. Exactly. They haven't won anything since the League Cup in 2008 with Harry Redknapp. I mean, come on, dude. That was fucking Jesus. God knows how long ago. Fucking insane, bro. So,
and Son, bro, we're talking about dudes that run through a whole defense like Son and scored.
Yeah. I know. We have good forward line, but we don't have any fucking good support, dude. We don't. Our defense is dog shit, mediocre
like
at best.
It's like PSG.
PSG are stacked. At least they're winning something though. That's the difference between PSG and Tottenham. At least PSG are winning a league title.
The level is different in France. It's
it's a little lower. I know.
A struggle.
Yeah, we'll get to that in a second. So let's talk about Arsenal here. Arsenal, yeah, bro. Arsenal.
The bottling.
Bro, they fucking choked hard. They've been #1 the whole Premiership, the year. Then they just fucked up, bro.
No, they're really unlucky because this happened with the Invincibles of Arsenal. When they was 2004, 2003. This happened with them too. So
no, they won that season. 03, that was an 03-04 season. Then they lost the Premiership in 04-05 to Chelsea.
Chelsea won and then the next year was against Barcelona.
Never won. No, we're talking about the Premiership only, dude. We're not talking about the Champions League. I'm just saying, Arsenal have not won the Premiership since 2004. The Invincibles.
That's crazy.
Year.
That's
crazy. But they've been consistently in the top 5, 4, every year ever since. But the problem is, they can't get to that final hurdle. Like Liverpool were the laughing stock at that time, right? And then they won the Premiership back in 2020, the COVID year, and that was a good season for Liverpool as well, though. They were fucking them and Man City were fucking going neck to neck, scoring the most goals. It was insane, dude. It was fucking crazy.
I kind of feel sad for Arsenal because they've been trying to do things right. It's not like they've been doing stupid shit. They have been trying to do things right. They have contracted Arteta. They've given him his powers.
And a no-name coach too, by the way. Arteta's a very good player back in his day, but I respect that about Arsenal. They're sticking with Arteta. But guess what? Arteta has won the FA Cup at least once or twice now. At least he's brought him trophies, Yeah. And guess what? Yeah. And now they're #2 in the Premiership. I think Arsenal now have a nice foundation to build off on and win the Premiership next year, maybe. We'll see. It's pretty tough, dude. Liverpool have Jurgen Klopp and their team, but we're going to get to Liverpool in a second. And then, but Jurgen Klopp, amazing fucking manager. He's won everything already with Liverpool, so he already has his legacy built. So he can get fired tomorrow. He'll be all right. But Man City with Guardiola. You have Chelsea, even though they're languishing in 12th place. But they're going to come back hard, I think, next year, bro. I think Chelsea's going to come back hard because they have all these players, and now they're going to have a whole summer to integrate them. And guess what Chelsea don't have next year? Guess what they don't have?
Who?
They don't have European football next year. So they're going to be focused on the league. And you know what happened last time that happened? You know what happened last time that happened to Chelsea?
No, I don't remember.
Antonio Conte did not have the European competitions at all, and he stormed to the league in 2015 with Chelsea. Okay. Guess what? I think I think they have a big shot at winning the Premiership next year. So there we go on that. So I think so, dude.
As long as City's there, it's going to be hard as fuck.
Man City was there too at that time, but guess what? Chelsea fucking they took it to the fucking the whole season, bro, because they're gonna play secondary, third type players, you know, in the cup competition, such as the FA Cup and League Cup. They're not gonna put their fucking best players in that because they're gonna focus on the Premiership. That's Chelsea. Since they have no European football next year, Chelsea's gonna focus on the Premiership, and you better believe they're not gonna be fucking around. So, and you hear about them gonna they're gonna put in an $80 million bid for Dusan Vlahovic, the Serbian player for Juventus.
Oh yeah.
That's a big statement right there. So good luck to them. But here we are talking about Arsenal here. They have, I think they're gonna buy some good players. I think they're gonna look at Declan Rice and Mason Mount, great players, you know, for the respective teams. And look at that, they want to think about this. Author wants to get Harry Kane, dude. Imagine Harry Kane going to Arsenal. That is a big fuck you and a spit in your fucking face. That's Arsenal, and move, that is a big fucking move. That's like the equivalent of Luis Figo leaving Barcelona to fucking Real Madrid back in 2000, bro.
No, not that much. Not that much.
No, it is. No, you don't understand. When Sol Campbell left Tottenham to go to Arsenal, he was getting shit until the day he fucking retired. It was that bad. At least when Figo left for Barcelona to Real Madrid, they only threw a pig's head. Yeah, that was it. And then they didn't give a fuck after like a few games after that. But Sol Campbell got the worst of the worst. You don't, dude. When you go to an English league game like I did, bro, you seen some fucking crazy shit, bro. I saw Sol Campbell, bro. It was fucking harsh.
I mean, it's like having treason. It's like, you know.
It's a treasonous thing between going to the rival. Yeah, dude, you don't fucking do that shit. Tottenham and Arsenal are the most hated rivals to each other in the English league, bro. So
wasn't Manchester United versus City?
No, that just became a new thing since Man City took over everything, because Man City were the laughing stock, you know. Man City, they weren't shit, you know. They would get relegated every few seasons, you know, and then mid-table tops, and then and then all of a sudden they got bought out by these fucking Qatari sheiks, you know, and then they don't go past fucking fourth place anymore. That's for damn sure. So
I mean, that's why most people don't respect City, even though now they're a big club. They're a big money club. They're not a big club.
They're getting to be a big club now. They have a brand new stadium, brand new recruitment, brand new youth setup, and dude, and they also have Pep Guardiola, man. I mean, their future's pretty fine right now. So
it kind of pisses me off that Guardiola has stayed more years in Man City than in Barcelona.
Because they're giving him everything he wants. How could you not? At Bayern Munich, they were giving him somewhat everything he wants, but they're cutting off a little bit on the funds, whereas Barcelona, he won everything, so he was kind of burnt out. Barcelona also had very higher expectations, and they know how they have trigger fingers over there too. So if you didn't leave at that time, they're probably going to fire him.
Was run by a president that shouldn't have been president. I'll just say that.
Yeah, that's true too.
The history of Barcelona.
Wrong. Yeah, you're not wrong. I agree. So
if it was the Laporta, he would still be there, I'm sure.
Oh, 100%. But yeah, Arsenal have they don't have very much to do. They just need to have the mentality. They didn't have the right mentality to make it through the finish line. That's all it is, man. A bunch of young players, but they also have some title-winning players. They have Gabriel Jesus from Brazil. Remember, they bought him, and he's won everything with Man City minus a Champions League. Then they have Alexander from Ukraine, who also won everything with Man City minus the Champions League. So I'm guessing they need just another few more mentally stable guys, to win the Premiership next year. That's just my take on that.
Gabriel Jesus is not convincing me, man.
Yeah, he's very injury prone too. He's out for like 4 months. Remember, he missed a World Cup. He is good. He does score some nice goals, but he's very injury prone, bro. I think Arsenal kind of wasted their money on him. And
he needs to train more.
Yeah. So, all right, let's move on to this Real Madrid shit. Real Madrid lost over the weekend, but they don't really give a fuck right now. They're more focused. They already won their trophy for the year for the Copa del Rey. The King's Cup is what they call it in Spain. So now we're going to focus on Real Madrid just for this simple fact of this racial bullshit going on. I've been to Spain many times.
Yeah.
I went I think my second time. I went to Barcelona once, and I went with one of my black friends, and he has a white wife. Well, she's a Mexican, but whatever, right? And I went with one of my black friends there, and he's never been, and I was showing him around and shit. This is back in like 2010 time frame. It was like one of the games before I went and saw Barcelona play Sevilla. Sevilla lost at the Camp Nou 4-0. I always remember that game very vividly. It was awesome. But anyways, before I get on this article, I want to tell you about how Spain is. They are a little bit openly racist there. I went to like some coffee shop, and they served me coffee pretty well. My friend doesn't speak Spanish at all. My black buddy. He asked for a coffee too. He wasn't an asshole or nothing. And they're like, they were telling him in Spanish, speak Spanish. Habla español, por favor. They're being rude because not only is he American, but a tourist, but because he's black. At first, I was like, maybe he said something to him or some shit, right? And I tested that theory out with another black friend I brought over from a different part of England. Went to the same shop. They were nice to me. Rude as fuck to my black buddy. I'm like, oh, okay. They are a little racist here. You know, it didn't affect me too much, right? So they are a little openly racist, especially in Italy. Now they're trying to combat that racism shit. Unfortunately, it's kind of hard to do that because they have a lot of African players, you know, that play for these teams. And just the fact that they filed a complaint on Valencia, who Valencia, by the way, had to win this shit. You know, they had like no choice but to win. Can't believe Valencia has been fucking up pretty bad this year. They're another nice team. I used to like watching play a lot. So anyways.
They had with Villa before. I remember those times.
Yeah, I remember. Yeah, with Rafael Benitez, they won everything with him when he was the coach of Valencia. We're not talking about that right now. So anyways, apparently they were sending him a bunch of shit, but he was sent off with a straight red card. And because he was clashing with Hugo Duro before a further confrontation with the Valencia bench. I didn't watch this game. All I saw was like some snippets of it and the summary. My take is this. Don't blame racism on a lot of shit if you're going to instigate with your moves and shit. A lot of players are very flashy. They like to, you know, they're getting their egos up to the point where they're going to blame racism when it's not racism. Now, I'm not there or anything, but it's getting to the point where every fucking game that Vinicius is being targeted, supposedly, right? This is literally every fucking weekend. And
he always gets mad on everything.
And he's getting mad. I see on his Twitter feed, you know, posting up on some bullshit. I'm like, nigga, listen here. It's not racist if you're doing something to, you know, rile them up. Take the fucking shit, you know, because guess what? It's not racist, especially when majority of these teams have legit black African players, you know? They have African dudes that know real shit, that know real poverty. I'm not saying you're not from poverty either, because I know Brazil is pretty fucking poor itself. What I'm saying is, don't be yelling fucking blatant racism. Now it's becoming like a common like word, everything being thrown the fuck around. I don't agree with that bullshit, dude.
Yeah,
so,
the media said that he was doing hand gestures to provoke the fans. So that's one thing.
Yeah, like I said, provocation. Ignore that shit. You know, show that shit on the fucking field. When a phenomenal, the real Ronaldo de Nazario, he's a black fucking Brazilian. And guess what? You don't see him bitching about all this shit back in the 2000s. When it should have been more
banana Dani Alves, and he ate it, and he just continued playing.
And he was a badass for it. You don't see him fucking complaining. I think he made a complaint like a little bit, but he goes, "I don't give a fuck. I'm winning everything and making money, fucking bitches, dude." And then you don't hear Ronaldinho. He experienced a little bit, but guess what? His fucking football did the talking, and he fucking murdered it.
Yeah.
Ronaldo de Nazario, Lilian Thuram of France, fucking all these guys. You know, they claim a little bit of it, but guess what? They're just fucking shut up and do your game, dude. Let your game do the talking, bro. Just fucking go with it. Don't blame racism because you're gonna get riled up because of it. That shows your mentality, you know. So I don't.
Just gonna hate on him even more.
Exactly, hate on him more. You know, if anything, you know what? Rile him up more. If it's gonna get to his head, it's gonna fuck up his game. If it fucks up his game, Real Madrid are gonna be like, all right, what's going on? You know, we can't keep, you know, filing all these fucking racial reports, you know. So they're gonna get sick and tired of it and then move the fuck on. So
they're probably gonna sell him if he continues down this path.
yeah, you know, they're trying to feel bad for him in the moment, but it's becoming a little too much. All right, this is a Serie A we're gonna talk about, boys. The Serie A. Damn. AS Roma needed to win this shit to be in the Champions League.
Napoli
and guess what?
on number 1.
Dude, they fucking murdered it. Look at that. Goal differential and the points. Look at the point differential. My God.
Amazing.
They
the job
fucking killed everybody. Bro, I spoke about this in my last podcast.
This is all fucking Maradona, by the way.
Exactly.
This is
bro,
the legacy
exactly.
of Maradona.
Okay, last year Maradona died, right? Argentina wins. They first win. All right, after Maradona dies, he first fucking Argentina fucking win the World Cup. Napoli win the fucking Serie A, and then they named the stadium after him. Like, call it coincidence, right?
This is all Maradona.
All Maradona,
Napoli
bro.
exists in the map of big clubs because of Maradona.
Yeah, he made him to something and fucking murdered him, Italy. You know what? You know, like I said, respect to Napoli for doing their thing, but we're talking about the mid-tables here. I was expecting AC Milan or AS Roma to jump over Atalanta. Unfortunately, they did not. They really needed to win this game to be considered in the top 4, but it looks like it's going to be a mainstay between these players right now. So, sorry, but guess what? They have bigger fish to worry about right now. They're going to be in the Europa Cup against Sevilla. So, what's your take on that? I know Sevilla, the European Cup, guys, but I have my money on AS Roma, bro. Jose Mourinho hasn't lost a final.
A complete different monster in the Europa League. I mean, they even beat Manchester United. Like these players, it's like they activate Real Madrid mode in Europa League. Whenever they're down, they just keep coming up and they just produce. It's incredible. It's like their league. It's like their shit. You don't touch their shit. So, I mean, they might lose, but at the long run, I feel like Sevilla is always going to be the top dog and the most trophies in this competition so far, because they just take it. You can see that they take it more seriously than the La Liga, because it's almost like this is the only competition that they actually kind of stand a chance on, because they can't be as consistent as Barcelona or as consistent as Madrid in the league or in Champions League. Because Champions League is really more about details.
Yeah,
so
100%. No, this is one thing that a lot of people don't speak about with Sevilla, right? What Sevilla do, they bring a lot of no-name players to some players to make them big names, and then they sell them for a huge profit. They have a very good business model. Yep, Dani Alves, Sergio Ramos. Yes, you know what I'm talking about. I'm naming out just a few right there, right? So, bro, they know what the fuck they're doing. So, kudos to them. But my money's going to be on AS Roma. I'm a big Mourinho fan, so call me a little biased on that. But if they, I think Mourinho has not lost a European final ever. Every European final he's been in, he's won. So, just know that.
He's a tactical genius, too. Mourinho is very, very good.
He's fucking good, bro. So, my money's going to be on AS Roma, everybody. So, write that shit down. I'm saying it right now. So, I'm going to have Inter Milan winning it in the Champions League. AS Roma for the Europa Cup.
I like Roma. I think they might win.
Yeah. They have a pretty good, solid squad, too, actually. So, I hope they go through. So, moving on. Oh, yeah. Fucking Vinicius. Fuck him. Let's talk about this shit right here. Look at this shit. They were supposed to win, bro. Bayern Munich cannot afford to fucking lose. This is the big stunning fucking story. At home, they could not fucking lose. I was watching this game. I was like, what the fuck is going on before my eyes? They were fucking killing it, bro. Look at this shit. Look at the summary.
The mistake is changing coaches too fast in the season. This is what was going to happen.
They should have stuck to Nigel. And just kept him running. He was doing good. He's a young coach too. He won the Bundesliga last year. Fuck, man. They let him go like it was just a month or two ago. They're very trigger happy too, bro.
These decisions from the board sometimes they just switch managers like they switch clothes for no reason in the middle of the season. Like I don't understand this mentality about Bayern Munich. I mean, don't get me wrong. It's a big club. They always win most of the titles, most of the things. But I feel like they need to let. I mean, it's almost like there's a bad start. Oh, this coach is not good anymore.
Yeah.
You know, it's like you can't make any mistakes with Bayern.
He wasn't even having a bad start. He had like a minor blip in the middle of the season. Then they fucking fired him. But there, he was still like number 2. You know, like in the second in the league. So I'm like, bro, come on, man. Don't be. Why'd you fire him?
Maybe it's inside. It's inside problems with the coach. Maybe
he said some shit. Who knows?
Flick had the same problems too.
Yeah, Hansi Flick. Yeah, but he won everything, so they're fine. But look at this fucking stacked lineup, bro. Like Bayern know what they're doing. And again, another very well-run club, very well-oiled down machine. But they're very trigger happy. They get scared if they drop to like second or third place. Like, oh fuck, you know, like chill the fuck out, motherfuckers. Like chill the fuck out. They can come back. You know, they have the mentality for it. They have very good players. They have fucking top-notch players. But they're very smart too. They'll pay the right price for a few players, but they never go overboard. You know what I mean? I respect their transfer policy. They're very smart.
Very smart.
Very smart. So let's move on to the next one.
I wish Barcelona was more like them, honestly, in this aspect.
And then guess what? Who overtakes them? Borussia Dortmund. They fucking came back and fucking took the #1 spot. All they have is one more game left, dude. Borussia has to fucking lose this match. They can't even draw. Even if they draw and Bayern wins the Bundesliga simply because they have a better goal differential. That's it. So they have Munich has to, or Borussia Dortmund have to win no matter what. They can't draw, and Bayern Munich has to win to maintain, composure here. But the reason why I really want to talk about this, not so much that league position, but I want to talk about Sebastian Haller. You ever heard of this guy?
Sebastian Haller?
Haller? Yeah.
Yeah, I think I've heard about him.
It's okay if you haven't. Not a lot of people have. The reason why he's been he got brought up, in like mediocre leagues to the Borussia Dortmund, young coaching or not, young staff leagues, whatever. Yeah. He had fucking cancer, bro, for like a year and a half or some shit. He had cancer. Oh. He wasn't even supposed to be playing. Guess what this motherfucker did? He comes back from cancer and scores 9 goals and 14 starts, bro. Look at that shit. This dude's fucking killing it. He's a French player. This dude's killing it, bro.
He's been training like hell
He's training like hell, dude. He's training like hell. Fucking just crushing shit, dude. I respect the man that he didn't let his cancer let him down. He just said, you know what? I'm gonna fucking train my dick off, he's fucking did, literally speaking. So, you know what? Because of this, I've always been a big Bayern Munich fan, but I think because of Sebastian Haller's, story behind him, I think Borussia Dortmund deserve this shit, dude. They deserve it 100%, man. They have a pretty decent squad too, a young squad. They have a very good youth setup as well, dude. They pick out players from different leagues and work with them and their fucking secondary teams and their youth setups to integrate them. Look at Christian Pulisic, now Jude Bellingham, and I can name Claudio Reyna. All these fucking players for Dortmund, dude. They're fucking they're from nobodies to somebodies, dude. And Borussia Dortmund,
that's what they've always done, like Sevilla.
Yeah, bro. But at least Dortmund, they have trophies, They've won the Bundesliga last time before Bayern Munich did. So Bayern Munich been winning it for 10 years in a row. Now Dortmund is about to win it again. So I hope they get it,
Sevilla also was winning. Well, after Dani Alves left, everything went to shit. But they with Dani Alves playing with them, I feel like in the 2002, was it there?
Dani Alves played with them from 3 to 06, and then Barcelona bought him for the 06-07 season. Played one season.
They were winning a lot. Sevilla, Valencia, they were winning a lot.
Yeah, but they never had enough for La Liga. For La Liga, yeah, Villarreal, they were always up there too. It was Atletico Madrid. They always had a good team, but never consistent. You know what I mean? So, but ever since, Villarreal. Yeah, dude, I miss Riquelme. I miss him, dude. He was a very elegant player to watch. I love that shit. I miss watching Riquelme, dude. But yeah, man. I hope Borussia Dortmund do it. There's a nice story for Sebastian Haller, and hope he gets it, bro. So, and here it is, dude. Beautiful title chance after cancer battle. Here it is, bro. someone told me I would have been in a situation 6 months ago, I wouldn't have believed them. He got diagnosed with testicular cancer shortly after signing with Dortmund. Underwent 4 rounds of chemotherapy. Fucking 4 rounds, bro, and 2 operations. Missing 6 months before returning in January.
It seems like it happens a lot with players who play football. Testicular cancer.
Yeah.
I feel it wasn't. Robin had testicular cancer too.
Who?
Robin, Argent Robin.
Oh yeah, Arjen Robin. Did he have cancer?
Yeah.
Was it testicular cancer? Okay, maybe you're right. Arjen Robin was
yeah, he had
how the fuck did
cancer. Saw his story.
Oh damn! I can't believe that because I used to follow Arjen Robin since he was a fucking kid. I fucking followed him since the Euro 2004, bro. I was like, who the fuck is this fucking winger? Fucking killing it because my favorite player of all time is Edgar Davids.
Reminds me a lot of Messi, but like,
bro, I know but the problem with Robin, he is one of the best left-footed players of all time. No, it's not that he doesn't pass. He's just left-footed only. He never touched anything with his right foot, bro. That's the problem. At least Messi and Cristiano and every other fucking big-name players, they fuck around, what is it called? Appendectrious? Whatever, ambidextrous?
Ambidextrous, Well, Messi is ambidextrous, but he's damn good with his right foot.
Exactly. You know who was ambidextrous that a lot of people didn't realize was?
Who?
David Villa.
He was ambidextrous?
He was. People thought he was a left footer, but he was a right footer. He purposely trained himself to be a left footer so he could trick out defenders.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, he was a right footer, but he took free kicks with left foot and right.
Too, Dembele.
Who? Dembele? Probably, but he's a good player too. So, yeah, I hope Dortmund get it. So let's move on to the next one. Yeah, Messi. He earned so much fucking money that with PSG and sponsorship deals, and Barcelona had to sell off some sponsorship deals. He had to sell them off to get money for the season to get the players that they needed. And also, they had to sell off some copyrights or some sort of stadium rights, to get the money they, to get because the previous president was fucking up so bad financially, Barcelona, that this is why they're in the position they're in now. It's so bad. So, that's why Lionel Messi left because they couldn't accommodate him. So that's why he went to France to play for Paris Saint-Germain.
And everybody was blaming the new president for it, which is retarded.
No, even Messi was like, dude, I want you to play. I want to play, but the president goes, we can't afford you, unfortunately. Even with, the lowest status, we have to kick 10 other players off. And then the problem is with Barcelona, people who want to play in Barcelona don't want to leave Barcelona. So, and then a lot of players took a lot of cuts, salary cuts. And they still couldn't afford it.
The ones who didn't want to take a cut at first. But then he did, but it was too late. Messi was already gone.
Yeah, man. So,
Piqué and Messi are not friends anymore.
Who?
Piqué and Messi, they're not really friends anymore because of the fact that Messi overheard Piqué saying to Laporta, if you take out Messi from the team, it's okay. We don't. It doesn't matter. He overheard Piqué saying that. And then after that,
I don't know about that drama, so sorry, I can't speak about it.
After that, the problem with Shakira, and Shakira was friends with the wife of Messi. Everything just fucked up.
Oh well, I don't know about that drama. It's not my problem. I don't give a fuck about that shit. But yeah, man, Messi turns 36, could earn a significant amount more, and yeah, Saudi Arabia wants him to play for the rivals of Cristiano Ronaldo's Saudi club. So I think that'd be cool. And they can afford him, but I also have high hopes that he comes to America and plays for Inter Miami. But that's just my hopes and dreams, so I can watch Messi play again. I've watched Messi play, but I've been to Spain to watch him play the Clásico in 2009, and I watched him play again in Sevilla. I watched him play in Champions League football, bro. I was there during his real prime. I watched Thierry Henry, all these players, fucking Cristiano Ronaldo back then, dude. Oh man, I don't think I wish I had social media back then to record shit like that, So it's a damn shame that it's not. But sorry, Barcelona, you can't afford Messi, man. So and I know Xavi has the hopes and dreams to get him back. And look at that, Sergio Busquets, he's leaving Barcelona.
I'm happy he's leaving.
He's leaving on a high, so good for him.
As much as I like him, he's too slow. He's just too old. He's not good enough anymore.
Yeah, bro. So Let's
I
move on
want
to
Frankie
the
De
next
Jong to replace him.
Frankie De Jong is good, man. I like him. So, yeah. Here's Cristiano Ronaldo. Could be set for a remarkable return to European football with Bayern Munich. That's bullshit. I don't believe this shit. Has been in 5 Form 3 times.
38 years old?
Yeah, they're not going to do it, man. They're not going to.
Nah, Bayern
Sorry,
would never
Oliver Kahn.
Bayern have a strict policy to never allow more than 35 years old, I think.
Yeah, 35 and over. Yeah, some bullshit like that. I can't. Yeah, sorry, dude.
30. I think it's 30, actually.
It says 30, yeah. But, yeah, dude, it's just, they're just fucking, they're just looking for clout in the fucking media, bro. They don't need Cristiano. They have a pretty nice fucking setup, so.
Cristiano doesn't seem too happy at that club.
He's making a lot of money, so we'll talk about that in, later. So
he doesn't care about that, I think.
Yeah.
He cares about the performance.
PSG's secured their League One title, so look at them. Fucking, of course, Mbappe coming in strong. How many league goals did he score this year? He scored. What the fuck?
Where?
He scored 28 league goals. God damn. Mbappe's just on fucking fire, bro.
How much does 35-year-old Messi has scored?
He only scored like 10. But he has a fuck ton of assists, though. Because Messi's been more of a playmaker.
Yeah, he's always at the back.
Hold on. You gotta show me. Can I fucking see anyone else's stats on here? No. Oh, fuck it. Oh, wait. Oh, here it is. Here it is. You know, Messi. Wait, what the fuck?
What the?
Do I see it? Am I blind?
No. I don't even see it. Should start with an L, like Lionel Messi.
Oh, this is old. Like these guys aren't even here anymore. Why the fuck am I getting an older lineup? That makes no sense. Whatever. All I know is that Messi hasn't been like as prolific, in League One. But he has a fuck ton of assists, though. That's where he has been prolific.
I feel like he has scored a lot of goals, though.
He scored over double digits for sure, but not as many as he used to with Barcelona. So, yeah, Christophe Galtier, challenging second half of the season, which they lost 6 times in League One and were knocked out of Champions League by Bayern Munich. Yeah, Lens is coming into the Champions League. They came in with fucking nothing to something, So good for them. Let's move on to the final subject of football. This is not going to last long, but as an Orlando fan, I did like, my team winning against Inter Miami. I did predict them to win. I wanted them to win, so we got the win. So kudos, and then winning 3-1 on the road. Congratulations on that shit. So they won their first derby. So that is the first Florida derby that we won. So good on Orlando. Now, we're going to get hot and heavy. This is the one that a lot of people have been waiting for. We are about to talk about the red pill bullshit. So, this fucking red pill assholes. I'm gonna break it the fuck down for these motherfuckers. I have specific clips into the red pill manosphere. We're gonna talk about this guy who's a fucking joke of a man. His name is Rollo Tomasi, not this guy, right? AKA the real George W. Miller. This guy is a fucking hack. He's been the self-proclaimed the fucking red pill godfather, self-proclaimed. And recently he made a tweet out that to me, in order to become a high value man, you need to follow all these steps, and he got a lot of shit for it. Like the first top 3 just didn't make sense, especially if you're trying to become a high value man. Like one of the main ones was having a vasectomy in your fucking 20s. Yeah, that's fucking stupid. Yeah, he fucking said get a fucking vasectomy. And fucking retard. What 20-year-old is gonna get a fucking vasectomy? So we're gonna fucking break it the fuck down on that. If you want some real shit, don't fucking get a vasectomy. God damn it. Take my advice for it. I almost did a vasectomy years ago. I'm fucking glad I didn't. Some people gave me the scare about, like the reverse and the after effects, and also getting a reverse vasectomy. And then I was actually seeing this chick back in DC who her father had a vasectomy, and he was getting all kinds of fucking complications. So fuck that shit. Fuck that. Don't listen. He's supposedly saying like, oh, we don't know. don't ask me for advice. I'm like, bitch, people look up to you. Anything you say is going to be advice, given, So having heard that in a different podcast, I could bring it up, but I don't want to search through it because I already have the specific clips that I am going to search through about this dumb fuck. Dude, just don't listen to him. Anyone who's going to watch and listen to this or even clip me on this, don't listen to the fucking George W. Miller. And this dude is a fucking hack. He calls out other people for hacks, and he doesn't stand by his fucking things. What I do agree with on a lot of things is base things on becoming, better men. Fucking get fit, make money, network really well with people. And then eventually, the girls will come and follow, and you get respected. I think Kevin Samuels has the best definition of what a high value man is. Me personally, I watched him years before, his passing, before I dug in and started, learning about the manosphere, red pill, and also men's rights activism, excuse me. Me, I personally would like to consider myself more of the men's rights activism, more into the fucking red pill bullshit, and a little bit manosphere too. I agree more with those guys. The red pill is getting demonized right now, and rightfully so. Look at Sneeko. He's fucking went over to not the red pill anymore. He's like fucking off from that. Fresh and Fit. I've been watching him for years. I don't consume their content as much anymore, but they're pretty good. I like Myers' takes on a lot of shit, and but I just don't agree. With I have fucked a lot of girls, and I don't think that made me any better or worse of a human being. And I tell you what, I don't think that made me a high value man, and I have pretty good amount of money too and shit. So, and what the Rational Male, the book, comes to light is the psychology and the whole biology aspect of men and women. I respect the shit out of that. And I'm not gonna call him fucking Rollo, dude. I'm gonna call him George W. Miller. You still with me here, Blaze?
Yeah.
Now, this motherfucker, he's an old guy. He's been married for like 20 years, kudos to him. He doesn't know what the dating atmosphere is right now. He has an idea, and he knows how other men are seeking advice from him, right? But whenever you have a guy, telling him, to get a vasectomy, to go the quickest route to becoming a high-value man, my suggestion is just wear a fucking condom and have a great pull-out game. Get a girl pregnant, that's all on you, bro. And that's all there is to it. And he literally called me out on this. This is what we're getting on. I'm going to play this clip where he was just recently on one of my favorite podcasts, and it's called The Valuetainment Money. I respect the shit out of this fucking podcast 100%. These guys are very, they're very unbiased. They get people from left and right. You get a lot of these OnlyFans bitches, too, which is pretty funny. And on this fucking particular clip, I'm beating cheeks, obviously. They know me very well. I like to shit on these fucking girls most of the time, but I knew this was a good attack on Rollo. Now, the fucking guy right here on this guy right here, Michael Sartain, one of the most brilliant fucking guys ever. He's a prior veteran. He hosts all these Vegas fucking, like swimsuit bikini model competitions. He's a fucking stud too. Prior Air Force officer apparently, right? Good for him. I kind of don't respect him after what he just did. This dude became a complete Rollo or George W. Miller's fucking cocksucker, right? He has to back up fucking George's fucking like statement and like on this shit. It's fucking hilarious. And he calls me out on something that I'm like, dude, I don't follow Ben Shapiro either, and I paid like $5. It was like a $5 or maybe it was a $2 super chat asking me, thinking I want to come on that show. Do I want to be on Saucecast? You fucking right I do. And I will fucking gladly fucking say some shit on Saucecast too. Fucking invite me on. They're not going to ever watch this shit, but if they do, fucking awesome. If not, I'm okay with where I'm at. So, let's play this clip. You're going to love this shit. Hold on.
Georgia? Or Georgia?
Georgia.
Georgia
didn't spell
Mafia.
her name right.
Fucking
Will
Natalia.
you still not own up and take the L for a vasectomy statement asking for a friend?
Come on, dude.
Because it's a joke, so no. Will he take an L for a statement that got him viral?
No, she's
he
asking-
will not.
No, she's asking me.
Jordan.
He's asking me.
No, I know.
My real name is
I'm answering.
said her
Will
name.
you're asking? Will Rolo Tomasi take an L for a tweet that he went viral, and then ask this guy how many tweets that he has that's been retweeted by Ben Shapiro, and then we can discuss who can take the fucking L.
Let me
because
use his
he's the
real
one,
name so
he's the
he'll
one paying
feel
for a super
triggered.
chat to come on this show so they can comment about him. Do you see how that works? Do you see who's actually taking the L here?
Yeah.
Oh, you
Apparently, I'm
found out
taking
my
the
real
L on
name.
this.
I quit. Guys off.
Look at Adam Sosnick.
Manosphere now.
He doesn't
I'm
even.
going to- I'm
He doesn't
going
know how to
delete my
react.
channel.
So, over here, he gets so butthurt. These guys are supposed to be the epitome, apparently, of masculinity, you know, not showing emotions and shit. This was a clear video of these guys looking like straight bitches, right? Over a supposedly small super chat, right? These really proved how big bitches these guys are. Big of a little cunt. Especially Marco Sartain. I actually liked him pretty decently, and like I said, he has great book recommendations that I actually, read. I've been, trying to look up on. He was on a Purple Pill Pod. I asked him for a good recommendation there, and he gave me a good one. And this dude is great. Problem is, he's so warped in his own mind with his own high fucking pedestal and high ego with all these bitches and shit, right? That he thinks he can also give advice, which he can to a certain extent, but he's giving advice on how to look better and the fucking IG bullshit. I'm like, bruh, get rid of this fucking social media shit. You're making it worse for these simpy ass guys. These guys are like trying to get the fuck off that shit, not, entertain it by getting more girls. Get out there, fucking touch some fucking grass. Get the fuck out there and be somebody. Don't fucking, go to the gym or make a gym in the house and stay in the fucking house all fucking day. And, and make a better profile picture for your Instagram or Tinder, whatever the fuck. This guy's a fucking clown for saying shit like that. So he's also doing this, if I'm not wrong, I'm pretty sure he's charging guys for this shit, right? If I could be mistaken on that, but I'm almost positive he is charging motherfuckers for this because he's making money off, simpy ass dudes. Me, thank God I never fell for that fucking plan. Whereas Rollo over here, George, he can't even back up his statement. He refuses to fucking acknowledge the L for this shit. He won't take back that statement. He's so fucking high on his horse as well that he thinks he's above everybody, all men. People should worship this motherfucker, and he's Mr. Right all the time. And fuck this dude too, man. I tell you what, I hope more people get on this fucking hit piece more than ever before. Hope Abba and Preach fucking see how George W. Miller is as well. How he can't even back himself up on this. He had to have his fucking girlfriend on this shit. So his girlfriend, Michael Sartain. Oh, man. And I feel so bad about Valuetainment. I just had to do it in a public, platform like that. And I respect the shit out of, Valuetainment money. I respect the shit out of him and Natalia and all the other people they usually have. And guess what? Valuetainment money, hit me up, man. I love you guys. Especially Adam. Adam, I have clips of them without me even donating any money calling me out, in a good way. Like, hey, where's Beating Cheeks at, And like, dude, I respect the shit out of him because he's very unbiased, but he knows reality. Real reality. Red Pill's supposed to be the whole reality of things, and Blue Pill, the dream world. But why the fuck is he preaching his fucking vasectomy bullshit, man? Man, just everyone stay the fuck away from this shit. Now, I'm going to show another clip of me calling out this shit as well. Here it is. Here's the first one. Hold on. With just pearly things.
Need to get a passport and fly to Argentina.
Oh yeah, this is
Argentina,
Pearl.
Colombia,
This
or
is this
South
last
Korea.
night.
Okay, Cheeks, who is this directed to?
All the OF girls.
It's like 90%.
I mean,
So-
honestly, in general, I don't think
Hold
that
on.
men should really take relationship advice from women.
You have a dating.
Interesting. I like that.
I
Take.
don't
Yeah.
give
Don't
advice,
you?
though.
Isn't that your?
So on this one, I said, don't take don't take dating advice from women, all right? Even Pearl is like, yeah, don't do it, even though she's on a very large platform with men asking for advice and how they should, move forward. she does have a lot of male influence, on her panels that, are pretty base. And congrats to them, for hopefully helping men out. So I had a follow-up super chat with this shit. And this is when I say, what the fuck, bro?
I don't know, whatever. Any guys going down on any women with a corn
This is
pastor
good.
having thirst traps on social media need to get checked into a psych ward. Pearl, will you finally let go of George W. Miller now that he is exposed?
I don't know who that is.
Who is George W. Miller?
All right, Pearl. You don't know who George W. Miller is? So this chick over here, right here. Next to Brian. I'll give you a shout out here shortly, Brian. So let me tell you about this. Look at this shit, dude. She is in love with Rollo. She takes inspiration from this guy since day one, since she started her shit. She literally has read The Rational Male and all his books. He has many books out there, and guess what? She's been part of this grifting movement of the whole manosphere, red pill movement. And she doesn't know his fucking real name? How the fuck do you not know that shit, bro? Like, oh, god damn it. Pearl, man, open your fucking eyes. Know who you're taking advice from and, learning your shit from, right? I'm not going to take advice from a fucking, some mediocre guy that doesn't have a nice car or his own fucking house, own shit to, do. Come on, man. Like, get the fuck out of here. So, this girl looks completely stupid on this. And I don't want to play this whole clip because I don't give a shit about anything else. And on that part,
most of the time, they just bring stupid girls into this.
we're going to talk
They
about
don't
that in a
bring
minute,
smart
too,
girls.
dude. We're going to talk about the stupidity of the women on these panels. These are OF, some hood-ass girl, OF, virgin, pretty base chick right here, porn star right here, and base girl.
Yeah, exactly. They bring in
18-year-old.
porn stars and like people who don't care about this stuff
Yeah.
because they'll be bitches anyway. They'll be
Bro.
whores anyway.
Gonna be whores. Whores will be whores, right? And then I'm gonna go back. Sorry, Brian. Whatever podcast. I didn't mean to trigger you when I did this next super chat on you, but at the same time, I want to educate you who you guys are getting your information from. Please stop putting people on your panel of this caliber that are giving men the wrong advice and do your research, my friend. I'm going to be on that whatever podcast in a few months here. So if he wants to ask me on that, that's fine. But if he doesn't bring it up, I'm not going to bring it up myself. Because I got to respect his terms of service and his platform. But this is my platform. I don't give a fuck. What I will say is these people should have known who the fuck he is, what a piece of shit he is. Even though he has the right mindset of how to help men improve and, value themselves later on in life. This whole vasectomy shit and using a fucking pseudonym from a movie that is one of my favorite movies of all time called L.A. Confidential. Yes, everybody. L.A. Confidential, the movie. And the movie, Guy Pearce plays a detective who names a criminal mastermind who doesn't have he doesn't have a name for, so he creates a name of a deceitful piece of shit of a criminal. Sounds vaguely ironically familiar to what Tomasi is selling off all this advice to all these men who are still not getting better, right? And his name in the movie, Rollo Tomasi. Rollo Tomasi is a fucking pseudonym that George W. Miller is using, and we need to fucking put a stop to that bullshit immediately. These red pill fucks right here, and anyone following him, just fucking stop this bullshit, bro. That's all there is to it, man. Just stop with the bullshit. Stop with the cap. If you're claiming on another podcast, they were recently on Fresh and Fit, and guess what? They couldn't even fucking define high value man. I can't say I can't. I never tried to, never will. All I know is that I follow the Kevin Samuels logic, make over, 10 grand a fucking month, be respected by the network of men that you're around. And I think that's really it. Be respected by your peers. That's what it comes down to for me. Like I said, make a certain amount, be respected by your peers. And sure, not be a fat piece of shit. I guess that's really it. Those are my three. And a woman comes through, cool, that you earn that right to have any fucking beautiful woman that you want that you think you can get. And that's where the confidence comes in. So anyone in your 20s, don't worry about being a brokey, Don't worry about, you can't get the right girl. Fuck all the fat girls you want. I've been there. I used to fuck all these hot or fucking disgusting goddamn behemoths back in the day. But I'm being serious. All my friends know this. They can attest to this shit. you know. But the last few years, since I started, getting up there, my status apparently, if that's what you want to call it, I do have standards. My standards are not even that fucking like high, I don't believe. Maybe on one metric it is, but I recently was just shit on for my standards. But I'll play that some other time. But I got shit on my standards because I like my women feminine, fit, not fat or obese. I don't want no goddamn skinny ass fucking girl either. I don't find that attractive. I'm not looking for a fucking 10. I'm good with average. I will go with the fucking girl that works at Target or McDonald's. If she's fucking good enough for me, I will be like, girl, you're gonna fly under my wing. I will take care of you as long as you're not a fucking cunt. You're not gonna be a little bitch. So come under my wing. I'll take care of you because I am in that position to do that now. So I can do that. I worked my ass off to be in the position I'm in now, and goddamn, I want a fucking wife. Or a woman. I don't want to be... I do agree with the red pill and all these guys about marriage. Never get married to the state. That is a fucking big L for the men. And I just want a fucking woman to myself just to not take all my shit. So, and good thing I have all my LLCs and my trusts kind of hidden away. So, good luck with that, ladies. So, and then here I go. This is where I kind of feel bad for Brian on.
You have Bean Cheeks here with the 100. Thank you, George Miller is the
look at this
blank that took Rolo Tomat as pseudonym.
Are
you talking
awkward.
about Rolo? I don't know if I can show these, man. Ordeal, BS vasectomy ordeal that is making red pill content go bogus. You're welcome on educating you. Okay. Darth Perditious, thank you.
Brian, man, you should have asked Pearl that shit. God damn it, Brian. I can't believe you can't say loser, can't call out. You're not calling anyone out, Brian. I'm calling these motherfuckers out. Well, just him in particular, being a little bitch. But anyways, you can't take advice or put people on your platform that are not going to sell you a good service, And unfortunately, these guys are finally, I think they're going to learn this shit. They're doing it the long way, unfortunately. So I do want to respect Brian, shout out to the Whatever podcast. I've been donating these guys for like a year and a half, almost 2 years since he started his very first one. It's been over a year and a half now, actually. And his shit always has the most thoughtiest fucking girls on his fucking platform, guys. He has the biggest fucking whores on there, and I don't know. The whole terms of service shit.
Just message people on Instagram, because women on Instagram are like the most bitchiest whores that you can possibly find.
A lot of girls message him actually, and then he just replies back. But you know what he does he uses like the hookup apps like Tinder, Hinge, and Bumble to I think he's banned off Hinge now too because he was doing the reverse finesse on women to get on his podcast. Like for example, the reverse finesse works as women would post on their profiles like, "Here's my OnlyFans," and all that shit. Well, he did the same thing, but he got banned off Hinge for that bullshit. It was just dumb as fuck. You know what I mean? So I think it's fucking stupid as fuck, dude. He got banned off that shit. When women are putting their goddamn OnlyFans on everything, but a fucking guy does it, he gets banned for it. And another thing that I don't like is that he censors himself out so badly that he can't say loser.
He really tries to be very polite with them, even though he's
very soft-spoken. He's very
rude with him.
He's very soft-spoken, very intelligent though. He knows his shit. He hates feminists. He hates the feminist movement. I'm all in agreement with that. Just like the red pill, they we all. There's a lot of shit in the core element that we agree on, but god damn it, and it's this little shit like that, that it just riles up guys that take advice from these higher known guys, right? And let me tell you what, man. I just think they need to have more awareness of who they're putting on their platform. Just recently, Brian did have a fucking known girl. Her name, I don't want to say her name because I don't want to give her any fucking smoke. She was a known girl who's used to do porn, and guess what? She doesn't do it anymore. And porn and OnlyFans, all this shit. And then she doesn't do it anymore, and she's like anti-porn, and she wants to shit on women to do it, but she has it on her own. And then she's supposed to be a feminist, ultra-feminist, very leftist, but she went on a fucking live stream on Destiny and also some other people, and Abba and Preach called this dumb bitch out on fucking false allegations of rape, bro. Real fucking allegations of sexual assault. And then people are giving her platform on this shit. I'm like, this bitch has to pay me like $10 million fucking dollars just to think about putting her on my little platform. I ain't got shit at all. But even on my situation, I don't want to have some fake fucking bitch that's, crying wolf on these guys who I don't even agree with. Destiny, super far leftist. Excuse me. Far leftist, very fucking liberal dude, Not like crazy liberal, but enough for me to like not agree with this shit. But I respect the shit out of Destiny, bro. I respect him because he goes into these podcasts where they don't think like him, and he fucking puts up a fight. That dude is so smart and so like very well versed and well spoken on what he believes in that I almost feel like I want to believe him, but I'm like, nah, bro, I can't believe in that shit because I don't want my wife fucking other dudes. They're in a very open relationship, He loves Biden. He thinks, but he's a fucking multimillionaire, but he doesn't believe other people should believe in capitalism. And I'm like, come on, Destiny. You're a fucking multimillionaire, bro. You can't be doing that shit, right? So that's why, like, Destiny doesn't make sense too much on regards to money and everything, and his political talk. I definitely don't agree with, but we're not here to talk about Destiny or the blue pill fucks. We're here to talk about fucking George W. Miller being fucking, being put on some pedestal that a lot of guys are fucking, loving and taking advice from. And I'm here to say, knock it the fuck off. Don't fucking do it, everybody. Just read a book. Just go out, touch some grass. The core of it, of the manosphere and the red pill, just, build some confidence up. Get turned down by a lot of women. Me, that's what I had to go through. Now I do just fine. I accept rejection. I don't get laid 100% of the time. I get laid probably like less, maybe 5%. But when I go after those girls, they're going to be very beautiful or, normal, whatever, average, And, I do just fine. A lot of guys, they get rejected by ugly girls that are better looking than me. I'm a 5, 6 at best when I'm like nice and tidy up, man. But trust me, I do well enough to accept that rejection that a lot of men have. Like Dredd. Fuck, dude. We gotta help him out. He's fucking these fat girls, which is fine. He lives with his parents and, he's trying to make his money and shit. But that dude's he's a stud, tall black man. Fucking these fucking ugly ass chicks. He's a stud too, man. I don't get that shit. If I was that good looking in my 20s, you wouldn't have seen me.
It's all about confidence.
He does lack confidence. He doesn't have anyone around him to show him the ropes on that. So, yeah, man. That's all I'm going to touch up on that. And I'd like to thank all my viewers that came in on that shit. I'm going to go ahead and put on the time stamps when I started talking about, from soccer to the whole fake red pill goddess, George W. Miller. Just for everyone's context of where everything I stand on and where I think real men need to fucking follow up on. And I have plenty of other people I can recommend you to. It is not them, not Rolo, not fucking Sartain. I definitely would suggest, follow up on, whatever podcast. Valuetainment, shout out to Adam Sosnick and Natalia Del Valle. If they ever watch this, cool. If not, I don't care. I mean, I do care. That'd be nice to have a nice little shout out on that, right? But guess what? I have many more channels you guys can, follow up on to give you real advice on other things. Don't take my advice. I'm still trying to level up. I'm not where I'm at, but hopefully in about a, year or two, it's a slow process to start, getting my, my content build, So until then, before I leave, make sure you guys hit the like and subscribe button if you want to hear more about my football talk, and I will include a little bit of, society and political, movements going on. I'm very opinionated on that. Just let me know in the comment section what else you guys want to hear. But it's going to be mainly football in this talk. But I will talk about a little bit of other stuff towards the end. And I'm going to cut it off on this, like I said, on the time section, just for you guys in the comments and description after I finish the stream. And don't forget also to pick up a whole bottle of Etereo. My buddy Jimmy right there is going to be hooking it up. He's going to work out with his company to give me a discount code for everybody else. But even with that discount code, it's very delicious and very affordable, guys. Go ahead and pick up a bottle. Order yourself one. It's fucking delicious. Thank you to my paid sponsor on that aspect. Until then, stay chill, everybody.